Hello, BookTube. This is Bookcase 12, the ninth shelf, if I'm correct. Yeah, I believe it's the ninth. It finishes up this bookcase. Number 12 bookcase is technically the next to last bookcase downstairs. I do have a bookcase in the kitchen that's cookbooks, which I love. But I'm not sure how many people would be interested in a tour of that. But then we would go upstairs, and there's a lot of various fiction upstairs. So anyhow, I'm not sure how I'll move forward with all of that. But this is the last shelf on this bookcase, so let's do that. So I'm going to start off here with an Walter Isaacson biography. I really enjoy his writing. And this is his biography, famous biography of Einstein. And this, oh, look at the end papers here. Isn't that something? This came out in Simon & Schuster, New York, and it came out in 2007. Boy, time flies. But it's a wonderful, wonderful biography. There's been a lot of biographies, obviously, of Einstein, but I really enjoy Mr. Isaacson's writing. I'm reading his Leonardo right now. That's a library book. Then, this thing's got to be old. It's old Simon & Schuster, the Flammarion Book of Astronomy. I'm sure it had a dust jacket at one time, though I don't remember it. This came out, well, actually it was a translation. Okay, let's see. Maybe I don't understand this entirely. Okay, an entirely new edition of the original work of Camille Flammarion, prepared under the direction of Gabrielle Camille Flammarion and André Danjon, translated into English by Annabelle and Bernard Pagel, Simon & Schuster, New York, 1964. But it looks like, and you Tolkien fans will recognize this name, the translation copyright is owned by George Allen and Unwin Limited. 1964. Well, here's the Earth. So it's an older astronomy book. So there's that. Let's do some more in this vein. This is the Nova Reader, Science at the Turn of the Millennium, introduced by Philip Morrison and edited by Sandra Hackman. Boy, the glare is something. The Nova's a television series that most of you will recognize. TV Books, New York. And this came out in 1999 by WGBH Educational Foundation. So, illustration. So it's what it says is Science at the Turn of the Millennium. And then, very famous book. For all you fans of the Big Bang Theory television show, you'll recognize this fella. A Brief History of Time from the Big Bang to the Black Holes, Stephen W. Hawking, with an introduction by Carl Sagan. I enjoyed Carl. I have none of Carl Sagan's books, which is terrible. I used to have them all. So this is Bantam Books, Toronto, New York, and it was 1988. Very well-known book. So, and moving right along with the same scientist author, Stephen Hawking and Leonard Mlodinow, The Grand Design. And that would have been Bantam Books, New York, 2010. Let me see how I want to do these. I'll do it like this. Here's African Silences by Peter Mathiasen. There's the author. Passed away a year or two ago. The Congo Basin Forest Elephant Survey, 1986. These are the end papers. a book about elephants. Then we have another book. Like I've said before, I live on the Connecticut River. Well, not on the river, but next to the river. And this is a reprint, Rivers of America, the Connecticut, by Walter Hard. Illustrated by Douglas W. Gorsland. Foreword by Carol Fitzgerald. Introduction by Thomas Canuel. Massachusetts Audubon Society, Lincoln, Massachusetts, 1998. Here's a volume. So, story of the river. Then a very much beloved book. This is a Penguin paperback. My Family and Other Animals by Gerald Durrell. And this is Penguin Books. This is a 17th printing. First published in Great Britain by Rupert Hart Davis Limited in 1956. Penguin 2004, 17th printing. Yeah, this tells you something right there. Must be constantly in print. So, then the last three books I'm going to do here. Let's see how I want to do this. I'll do it in this sort of order. When I was a boy, I watched on TV all the time was Jacques Cousteau, The Undersea Discoveries. And this is one of the books in the series. I used to have a lot of these. There was on sharks, on seals. This translated from the French by J.F. Bernard. The Whale, Mighty Monarch of the Sea, Jacques-Yves Cousteau and Philip Dole. So in the same series, they had The Shark, which I remember, Life and Death in a Coral Sea, Diving for Sunken Treasure, Octopus and Squid, Galapagos, Titicaca and Blue Holes, Sea Lion, Elephant, Seal, and Walrus, and Dolphins. So I used to have, I think, all of these. This one here came out in '72. But yeah, the undersea world of Jacques Cousteau was a big part of my growing up. As was Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom. Do you remember that? Marlin Perkins, and there was always some big guy from New Zealand who would Marlin's in his steel enclosed bunker. The other guy's out wrestling the wily rhinoceros or something. I forgot about that show until just now. Yeah, that was an aside. Okay, and then Jacques Cousteau, The Sea King, which is a biography of Cousteau by Brad Matson. This was 2009, first edition, Pantheon Books, New York. And very fascinating life. And then finally, Jacques Cousteau and Mose Richards' Jacques Cousteau's Amazon Journey. Big old volume, tall volume anyway. And the end papers. Harry N. Abrams Publishers, New York. There you go. Let's see if we get a lot of really fascinating photographs in this. The Calypso flag. So there we have it, Jacques Cousteau. To finish off, it's a good way to finish. To finish off Bookcase 12, the 9th shelf. And thank you, BookTube.